All right, let's see what Casey has to say.
Dating a woman, never under any circumstances allow her to weaponize your lust against you.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. This is the same thing I always tell you guys, okay? The same thing as when a girl tells you you're super attractive, and if she can see that it really gets to your head, she will use that. And I always say this, man, girls use everything they say to you as a two-pronged attack. Number one, they genuinely think you're attractive. Okay, they're not lying to you. But when they say that and they mean that, they're also looking and scanning for a reaction. Generally, this is not a conscious process. This is a subconscious process, okay? They want to see where your ego is weak. Okay, it's an ego check. Okay, if they call you attractive and you react very strongly to that, guess what that means? You don't get called attractive that often. Now it makes her question, how attractive actually is this guy? Okay, same thing with lust. Okay, if you give them way too much indication that you want to or need to sleep with them, they will weaponize that as a tool against you for submission, and you don't want this. So 100%.
Let me explain. Her entire strategy is to make you crave her. Her entire strategy is to get you attached to her intimacy. Her entire
Yes.
strategy is to make you weak to your own lust. Women know this on a deep down level
Yeah,
that if they
for
can
sure.
leverage their beauty, oftentimes a man will go weak for them on many different levels, not
Yeah.
only emotionally, but on a spiritual level too. The fundamental masculine essence that he holds will actually get weaker, and step by step, he will become more and more emasculated.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
only way you appear higher value, the only way that you appear stronger than the rest, the only way that you can make yourself come across as if you have options is by not being thirsty and not lusting after her, because that is the one tool of leverage that they oftentimes use against you.
100%, 100%, 100% agree here. I just said this earlier in the live stream today. Okay, so what did I say? I said, don't lead with any form of sexuality because she picks up on that fact, you are screwed, and she will leverage this to the bitter end. Okay, and then what have you done now? Now the frame of the relationship is she runs your life by using her, you know what? You don't want this. And she doesn't want this either. Like she wants to desire you, but she needs to know you have some level of discipline too, because that makes her crave you more, right? Because obviously the question is this, why doesn't he want me? Right? Men with abundance reject sex. Okay? If you're not abundant, you are not going to reject it. Now, that's why I always say there's two modes to get into this mindset: dominance of your emotions or genuinely having four options, like, you know, three girlfriends or whatever. I always try to teach you guys to have mental dominance because then you avoid all the trouble of having three girlfriends. But either one technically will work because it's hard to be super desperate for one when you have three in the back burner. Or you just master your lust to the point where you have it, but you're not going to let it take over, we'll say. Okay? At that point, it becomes a conscious choice instead of something you cave to. Okay? So just keep this in mind. Don't forget, guys, if you want to master the art of dating and learn about women's psychology, please make sure to check out the Patreon as I have infinite amounts of value for you guys there. The link is in the description below.